Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw. It's Bolden. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes. And then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They'll give it to Brown. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Offense gets set for second down. He's got it again. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Brown. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. The run inside. It's Owens. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gonna run it. It's Owens. Can't get him to the ground. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on the move. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. A run for the quarterback. There's some room. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Pocket breaking down. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Reed fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely
Got some room to run. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. First down, right back to Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Back to throw, it's Bolden. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. And the Sun Devils are marching down the field. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Zings it complete to the right. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. On the direct snap, it's Brown. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Nice move to keep running. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown ASU! Into the end zone for 6.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Now improvising. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Turning it on. Quick step and go. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. And the returner goes down. Comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Makes the catch and he's free. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Moving out to the right. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Reed. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. Right down the gut of the field. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
How about the defensive line? You know what? They're so athletic, they might as well be called running backs. They were running backs in another life. Probably should be anyways. Look at how he scoops up the football, makes a play, chews up yardage, almost houses that puppy. What a great athletic play. One of the most athletic players on the field.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. It's Keene. Trying to bull his way in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Here's Brown. He is stuffed on 4th down and stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Here's Reed to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Reed. Intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Arizona State! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
One of the things I love about this linebacker, guys, is the versatility. He's not just good against the run. He not only can rush the passer, he can cover as well. Great job reading the QB's eyes, plucks the football out of the air, and he's not going down. He's not running out of bounds. He's taking this thing all the way back to the house.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Throwing Reed. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man downfield.
what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
Number 38, set to kick this one away.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking to throw, it's Keene. Safe completion on the screen. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Sun Devils will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Play fake, Reed. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Nice punt, and he'll make the fair catch at the 6-yard line. And while you can quibble with that, I guess starting at the 6 is better than starting at the 1. So if the offense doesn't want to take a chance here, they'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 4 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Mustangs with a stink.
And he muffs it. It's loose. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gauge the crowd. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Reed rushes on him. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. The Aggies will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Get the ball back and put your offense in business.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense because you win it at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Off the play fake. On the move to his left. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown ASU! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the second half, you drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and...
He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with it.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Takes it the other way. All the way back. Touchdown, Sun Devils. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Oh, they're after him. Finds his tight end. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Hey, guys, I'll be really curious to watch this offense down the stretch and see how they handle this. They've got a big lead. They can probably just continue to run the football. I like how the running back stayed in bounds right there, too. Keep the clock moving. Or do they like their numbers? Do they want to continue to put the gas pedal to the floor, be aggressive, try to score points? Be interested to see how they handle this situation.
And the Sun Devils will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll run with Brown. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Reed. The short hands, it's Bussey. And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. Slides away. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the 2nd half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Just plowing ahead. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time.
Booster! Here we go!
Looking downfield on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him, had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground, never got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll run play action. He's got the tight end. Got the first down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Keene. Got it behind the line, it's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Here's the pressure, and down he goes. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. They're hoping to ride this guy and the running attack to an upset, and boy, this would be devastating if he can't go. We'll have Holly looking on him. They punted away on fourth down. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets a block. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Texas A&M. Stealing a score on special teams.
Well, they needed a momentum-shifting play. Playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Pollock, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So
could be an alley. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown ASU.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Open field on the right. He's at the end of the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
You're in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. If they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
Dropping back, it's Keene. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry up. On third down, here's Brown. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's Brown again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Sun Devils, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Hand off for Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Back to pass on second down. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Got the back over the middle.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
Fired in there, but incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. And the Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just...
Here's a little room there. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Looking downfield, it's Hart. Gets open down the middle, and he's knocked down. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty.
Hey, 95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Here we go. Ready. Blue 30, blue 30. Check, check. Chip.
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty.